So I've got a lot of requests from people wanting to know how I anchored my zip line in the basement and the different things that I used to hold it up and if it's safe or not. So I am not an expert on this. This is the things that I used, and is it safe? That's up to you if you're going to try this method. I've had people on it that were probably 350 pounds without any issue. The first thing I have here is a swing anchor that I anchored to one side of the wall. I use this at an angle to give as people go down, to give it a little bit of movement in the cable. Anchored this to my cement foundation with two of these. You drill a hole in there, hammer these in, and then put the bolt on them. These are rated at 4,100 pounds pulling it straight out and 3,200 pounds down. I've got two of those on this. Another method that you could use, that I've used for other things, are using these climbing anchors. This is 40 kN, which equals about 9,000 pounds, and this one is rated at 22, which is about half of that. Both of these will hold without any problems. I will show you how I mounted mine. On one end is a little bit different. I didn't use these, I should have, but I used a piece of angle iron. The reason why is I wanted to have multiple mounting locations on the bottom side of the zip line. Here's the trolley that I'm using on my zip line. You can see the trolley is rated for 23 kilonewtons. Again, that's about 4,500 pounds. I do have a swivel on it as well, which is a climbing swivel, which is rated at 40 kN. And I also have the cable, and I don't remember the rating on the cable. I will try to look it up and see if I can find it. The thickness of the cable is, as you can see there, 0.15 inch. And it's a stainless steel cable that I bought off a website online. I also use this orange tubing, which is wire conduit. The reason I have that is the kids come down, this compresses, and it acts like a spring, and it also keeps them from hitting the wall. It works very well. I found this in a trash can. At work, they were throwing out about a 20-foot piece. I picked it up and brought it home, and just happened to work pretty well on that. Coming down here are the holes that I have an anchor to. So this is the other end of my zip line. It's kind of hard to see in there, but basically all it is that swing hanger, like I said before, mounted with two of those bolts into the cement. I also tied a piece of webbing on there. I normally have that hooked up to the cable also as a backup. Then I have a 1/2 inch turnbuckle, which is stainless steel, and I don't remember the weight rating on that either. Coming here is the cable, which is some of those simple cable clamps. I've got 4 of those running down there, and that's basically all I have for my zip line to anchor it. Again, I also have some more of this tubing up here to keep the kids from hitting here. I also have a piece of foam pad on this end to keep them from coming up too fast. And try to get an angle. That's what the zip line looks like. It's probably about 60 feet, 65 feet long. I never measured. So here's one of my anchoring spots. As I said before, I used a piece of angle iron drilled through the side of it. It might be hard to see with the flashlight. And that's the top one. The reason I did that, as I said before, is I have multiple mounting spots on this. This is just one of them. There's another one here, and there's a couple more down the wall that you can't see that I haven't cut the hole out yet. The reason I did that is I wasn't sure which angle I wanted at the time before I put the drywall up, and this way it allows me the flexibility to move up and down. Also, I was able to anchor it in multiple places. You can see the bolt back there, and there's multiple ones of those bolts all the way down. I haven't had any issues with this whatsoever, and it seems to be holding up very well, and it's very strong.